Tonight, let us drift gently into the cosmic rhythm of our solar system. Close your eyes, take a slow, deliberate breath, and imagine the silent expanse that stretches far beyond Earth's blue skies. Stars twinkle softly in the distance, scattered like tiny lanterns across a black velvet curtain, and planets, each with their own story, slowly glide along invisible paths in the vastness. Time and space flows differently, in ways that feel both immediate and eternal. As we begin, consider the concept of a day. On Earth, we measure it as a cycle of sunrise and sunset, a gentle turning of our planet that defines the rhythm of life. Every living being, every flowing river, every breeze in the trees is tuned to this daily dance. But beyond our familiar home, the length of a day becomes something both strange and beautiful. The planets spin at different rates, some gracefully slow, some dizzyingly fast, each with its own cadence that marks the passage of time in ways we rarely perceive. Imagine floating above Earth, seeing it turn beneath you. From space, the sun rises and sets with a constant, comforting rhythm, a full rotation taking roughly 24 hours. This cycle feels natural to us because it is so ingrained in our experience. Yet as we journey to other worlds, we discover that not all planets keep the same time. Venus, spinning slowly and in reverse compared to Earth, takes over 240 days to complete a single rotation. Its days are longer than its years, an alien rhythm that challenges our sense of what a day truly means. Even Mercury, the smallest planet closest to the Sun, defies our intuition. It rotates just once every 58 Earth days, a languid spin that would make a sunrise last for what feels like forever. Imagine standing on its cratered plains, the sun rising ever so slowly, creeping across the sky in a silent, deliberate journey. And yet, when Mercury completes its orbit around the sun, only half that time has passed. A delicate, cosmic dance where day and year intertwine in ways unimaginable on Earth. As we drift further, we begin to see that understanding a day is not merely about Earth's cycles. It is about rotation, angular momentum, the invisible forces that shaped our planets billions of years ago, and the quiet persistence of motion that continues unbroken through the ages. Every planet, from the gas giants to the icy dwarfs at the edge of the solar system, follows its own rhythm, spun from the very fabric of the universe. Shaped by collisions, gravity, and time itself. Let us take another slow breath, feeling the rotation of our own planet, and carry this sense of rhythm with us. The solar system is alive, each world a pendulum swinging in its own time. And tonight, we will drift gently from world to world, exploring the unique length of each day, letting the cosmos lull us with its quiet, eternal cadence. This is not a race, nor a lesson hurriedly imparted. It is a calm exploration, a gentle unfolding allowing the universe to reveal its rhythms in a way that soothes, fascinates, and inspires wonder. Our first stop is Mercury, the smallest and closest planet to the Sun. Its surface, scarred with ancient craters, stretches endlessly beneath a sky devoid of clouds. Imagine standing there, feeling the warmth of the sun on your skin, while a silence heavier than any forest envelops you. Mercury rotates slowly, completing one turn in 58 Earth days. A sunrise here would unfold so gradually that your sense of time itself would stretch. The sun would appear to crawl across the horizon, and the shadows of craters would lengthen and shrink in a hypnotic, almost imperceptible rhythm. Yet Mercury's orbit around the Sun is fast, completing a circuit in just 88 Earth days. This means that a single day, measured from one sunrise to the next, is longer than its year. Imagine watching the sun rise, only to realize that by the time it returns to that same point, you have traveled around the sun more than once. The cosmic dance of rotation and revolution is a delicate interplay, a rhythm so alien that it challenges our terrestrial instincts. Mercury's rotation is locked in a 3-to-2 resonance with its orbit. For every 2 orbits around the Sun, it rotates 3 times on its axis. This resonance gives rise to extraordinary phenomena. For example, the Sun may appear to rise, stop, reverse, and then continue its journey in certain locations, creating a slow, deliberate, almost surreal cycle. Standing on its surface, a human eye would witness a celestial choreography unlike anything on Earth. Its day is long, yes, but also quiet. Mercury has no atmosphere to scatter light or create wind. The only movement comes from the slow progression of sunlight over ancient plains and the occasional tremor left over from long-past geological events. Nights are frigid, plunging hundreds of degrees below zero, while days are blisteringly hot, reminding us that time and temperature are bound together in an intimate, almost poetic relationship. And yet, there is beauty here. The length of Mercury's day allows one to observe the subtle changes in light and shadow, the slow reveal of each crater, each ridge, as if the planet itself is breathing. A day on Mercury is a meditation in motion, a lesson in patience, and a reminder that the universe does not adhere to our human schedules. From Mercury, we drift gently to Venus, the sister planet in size but opposite in temperament. Venus spins slowly in a direction opposite to most planets, completing a rotation once every 243 Earth days. Its day is longer than its year, which is only 225 Earth days. Imagine standing on a clouded plain, the thick atmosphere glowing orange and yellow, the sun moving backward across the sky, almost defying expectation. Venus is wrapped in a dense, reflective atmosphere, full of sulfuric clouds and constant wind. Light diffuses gently, scattering in soft halos rather than sharp beams. Here, a day is not merely the passage of time, it is a slow, immersive experience of motion, temperature, and atmospheric dance. Standing on its surface, if one could survive, you would see subtle changes in light, gentle swirls of cloud layers, and the distant glimmer of the sun through thick mists. The slow retrograde rotation of Venus makes its day a study in patience. Its clouds drift at hundreds of kilometers per hour, racing around the planet, while the surface beneath moves almost imperceptibly. One can imagine time stretching and bending, the planet spinning in a quiet, deliberate counter-motion to the universe we know. Venus teaches us that a day is not only about rotation, it is also about perception, about the interplay of light, atmosphere, and time. On Earth, we measure sunrise and sunset easily, yet here, the day is a slow, almost hypnotic progression, an eternal reminder that the universe does not conform to human expectation. Its extreme surface temperature and crushing pressure are a silent testament to endurance. The very length of Venus's day seems to mirror the patience required to understand and explore it. One can almost feel the planet breathing in slow, measured rhythms, waiting for centuries to reveal its secrets. In the stillness, in the gradual motion, there is an unparalleled majesty, a quiet elegance that teaches us to observe slowly, to notice the subtlety of time, and to find serenity in the long arc of a day that stretches far beyond our earthly measure. From Venus, we drift gently toward our home, Earth, a vibrant blue gem suspended in the darkness of space. Here, the concept of a day feels intuitive, comforting, and familiar. Earth rotates once on its axis every 24 hours, creating the cycle of sunrise, noon, sunset, and midnight that shapes life itself. This rhythm governs not only human activity, but also the tides, the movement of clouds, the blooming of flowers, and the migration of countless creatures across land, air, and sea. Imagine floating above the planet in silence, seeing the sun's light sweep gradually across continents and oceans. Cities twinkle like clusters of fireflies, rivers glint like ribbons of silver, and forests appear as vast, green patches beneath the gentle morning glow. Earth's atmosphere scatters sunlight into soft gradients of blue, pink, and gold, giving each moment a subtle nuance, a quiet beauty that is unique in the solar system. Time on Earth feels natural because our lives are synchronized to its rotation. The steady movement of the planet provides a sense of security, of predictability, and of home. Yet even here, a day is more than just a measurement of hours. It is a flow of energy, an interplay between sun, air, and water, a dance that sustains life and carries all living things along a gentle, unbroken rhythm. The tilt of Earth's axis adds another dimension. As the planet spins, the sun's angle shifts slightly over the course of the year, giving us seasons, the waxing and waning of daylight, and subtle changes in temperature and weather. Each day becomes a note in a larger symphony of time, a melody that combines rotation, tilt, and orbit into a harmonious, interconnected rhythm. From space, the Earth's rotation is both powerful and delicate. Hurricanes swirl, currents drift, and clouds drift lazily across the sky. The day is a blend of motion and stillness, chaos and order, reminding us that time is not just a measure, but an experience. Standing on the surface or observing from orbit, we are enveloped by the flow of Earth's day, a gentle cycle that is both predictable and endlessly fascinating. Earth, with its perfect balance of rotation speed and life-sustaining conditions, teaches us how intimately time can be tied to experience. Its 24-hour day allows us to live in harmony with the planet, providing a natural rhythm for sleep, work, and reflection. In this gentle turning of Earth, we see the foundation upon which human civilization has grown, the heartbeat of our world, and the quiet pulse that connects every living thing to the cosmos. Next, we drift to Mars, the red planet, a world of rust-colored plains, towering volcanoes, and deep canyons that stretch endlessly into the horizon. Its day, slightly longer than Earth's, lasts 24 hours and 39 minutes. A subtle difference, but one that changes the rhythm of life, human or otherwise. Imagine standing on the edge of a mountain, watching the sun rise slowly over the horizon. The light spreads gradually across the red dust, shadows stretching long and delicate across craters and dunes. Each rotation is a measured, deliberate process, as if the planet itself is unfolding slowly, with intention and grace. Mars spins at a pace that feels familiar, yet slightly slower, creating a sense of time that is both comforting and slightly otherworldly. The thin Martian atmosphere scatters sunlight differently than Earth's, giving the sky a pale orange hue during the day and a soft blue twilight at dusk. Dust storms can rise suddenly, sweeping across continents, and yet the rotation of the planet continues unaffected, a steady, unyielding rhythm that imposes order amidst apparent chaos. Mars teaches us patience. Days here are long enough to experience gradual changes in light and shadow, long enough to observe the slow movements of dust devils across its plains, long enough to feel the passage of time in a tangible, meditative way. Every rotation is a reminder that the universe does not rush, that even planets, vast and ancient, move with their own deliberate cadence. Timekeeping on Mars is a subtle art. For human explorers, the extra 39 minutes adds complexity to daily routines, yet it also creates an opportunity to experience a rhythm unlike any on Earth. Astronauts walking across Martian soil will come to understand the gentle pace of its day, adjusting their movements, their schedules, and their perceptions to align with the quiet spin of the red planet. Mars's day is not only a measurement, it is a lens through which we can observe change and continuity, light and shadow, life and exploration. Its deliberate rotation allows us to pause, to reflect, and to attune ourselves to the slow, patient heartbeat of a world that has witnessed billions of years of cosmic history. Now we drift outward to Jupiter, the largest planet in our solar system, a gas giant swirling with storms, bands of color, and the immense, silent power of gravity. Jupiter rotates rapidly, completing a day in just under 10 hours, a dizzying pace compared to the measured rotations of Earth or Mars. Imagine hovering above its cloud tops, watching the great red spot swirl slowly, even as the planet beneath you spins swiftly. Time here feels compressed, each hour marked by rapid changes in the patterns of clouds, in the movement of storm bands, in the subtle shifts of color caused by chemical interactions in the atmosphere. Jupiter's fast rotation creates immense winds, circling the planet at hundreds of kilometers per hour. Yet the movement is smooth, continuous, almost hypnotic. This rapid spin has tangible consequences. Jupiter is not a solid planet. It is composed mostly of hydrogen and helium, forming a massive, rotating fluid sphere. The centrifugal force flattens its poles slightly, elongates its equator, and creates a dynamic environment where storms can last for centuries, moving swiftly yet enduring over time. The planet's rhythm is intense, yet strangely harmonious, a symphony of rapid rotation, powerful winds, and the gravitational pull of its many moons. Jupiter's day demonstrates the diversity of planetary time. Where Mercury and Venus unfold slowly, and Earth and Mars offer gentle familiarity, Jupiter moves with urgency, a reminder that each planet has its own internal tempo, shaped by size, composition, and the forces that govern its motion. For anyone observing, Jupiter's swift day invites wonder and reflection. The rapid rotation challenges our sense of duration, showing how time can accelerate without the loss of order or beauty. Its fast spin highlights the intricate balance of physics, chemistry, and motion that allows such a giant to remain stable and mesmerizing, a true marvel of the solar system. Beyond Jupiter lies Saturn, the jewel of the solar system, encircled by vast rings composed of ice, rock, and dust, catching sunlight in delicate, shimmering patterns. Saturn rotates rapidly, completing a full spin in just over 10.5 hours, slightly longer than Jupiter, but still remarkably swift compared to Earth or Mars. Imagine floating silently above its golden clouds, the rings stretching endlessly in every direction, casting faint shadows upon the planet's surface. The view is hypnotic, the rotation creating subtle changes in light and shadow across the cloud tops, while the rings themselves appear almost suspended in stillness, yet moving gracefully with the planet's spin. Saturn's rapid rotation generates winds of incredible strength, sweeping around the planet at hundreds of kilometers per hour. Bands of clouds swirl in mesmerizing patterns, creating a visual symphony of color, motion, and texture. The planet's flattened poles and bulging equator are tangible reminders of the power of rotation and of how time, speed, and motion interact to shape the physical world. The rings themselves tell a story of time and patience. Tiny particles, each following the planet's rotation, drift slowly around Saturn, colliding, merging, and moving in patterns that have endured for millions of years. They reflect sunlight in gentle glimmers, reminding any observer that even in rapid motion, beauty and stability coexist. Saturn's day is an invitation to appreciate speed within harmony. Unlike Earth's steady pulse or Mars' measured spin, Saturn whirls quickly, yet the rhythm is neither chaotic nor unsettling. It demonstrates that time on different worlds is relative, experienced uniquely depending on size, composition, and the forces at play. For anyone floating above its clouds, the experience is at once exhilarating and soothing, a reminder of the diverse tempos that govern our solar system. Saturn teaches patience in a subtle way. Its day is short, but the slow drift of its rings and the enduring nature of its storms show that motion and persistence are not opposites. They complement each other. Observing Saturn's rotation, one feels the balance between urgency and tranquility, the quiet beauty of a world that moves swiftly yet with grace, a dance of light, shadow, and cosmic elegance. Drifting further outward, we encounter Uranus, a planet unique in its slow, rolling rotation and extreme axial tilt. A day on Uranus lasts roughly 17 hours, a moderate pace, but the planet spins on its side, rolling around the sun like a wheel tipped over, creating seasons that are unlike anything experienced on Earth. Imagine floating above Uranus, observing its pale blue-green atmosphere composed primarily of hydrogen, helium, and methane. The color is ethereal, almost ghostly, giving the planet a calm, serene appearance. The axial tilt causes one pole to face the sun continuously for decades, then retreat into darkness for an equally long period. Days blend subtly into years, creating a rhythm that feels unfamiliar, almost dreamlike. Uranus's atmosphere is relatively featureless compared to the dramatic bands of Jupiter or Saturn, yet its stillness is deceptive. High winds sweep across the planet, storms arise and fade with gentle unpredictability, and the faint rings, much darker than Saturn's, move with quiet precision. Observing Uranus is an exercise in patient contemplation, a reminder that even worlds that appear placid hold subtle motion and change. The tilted rotation alters the perception of time in profound ways. Seasonal changes stretch over decades, light and shadow moving slowly across the atmosphere. For any observer, the day is part of a larger, slower cycle that emphasizes the planet's uniqueness. Unlike Earth or Mars, where rotation defines daily experience, Uranus teaches the importance of perspective, of aligning one's awareness with the broader sweep of cosmic time. Uranus is a lesson in gentle observation. Its day may be shorter than Earth's, yet the experience of rotation is transformed by tilt and distance from the sun. Floating above it, one feels the harmony of motion and stillness, speed and calm, witnessing a planet whose rhythm is entirely its own. The pale light, the quiet rings, and the slowly shifting atmosphere evoke reflection, meditation, and a sense of wonder that is both relaxing and awe-inspiring. Beyond Uranus lies Neptune, the farthest of the gas giants, a deep sapphire blue world marked by extraordinary winds and dynamic weather. Its day lasts roughly 16 hours, a rapid spin that drives storm systems moving at supersonic speeds across its atmosphere. Imagine drifting above Neptune's swirling clouds, watching the great dark spot and other storms evolve over hours. The color is vivid, the motion constant yet flowing, creating a scene that is both energetic and mesmerizing. Despite the velocity of its rotation and the intensity of its winds, Neptune's distant position from the Sun gives it a tranquil, almost distant ambiance, a calmness born of spaces quiet and cold. Neptune's storms are enormous, lasting for years, yet they move in patterns dictated by the planet's spin. The rotation creates banded structures in the atmosphere, alternating light and dark streaks that circle the planet with hypnotic regularity. Observing this movement, one feels the duality of chaos and order, speed and stability, reminding us that planetary days are not only measures of time, but windows into the mechanics of worlds. The day on Neptune is a cycle of movement and continuity. The planet's rapid rotation generates centrifugal forces that flatten its shape slightly, while storms, jets, and clouds respond to this motion in a graceful, fluid ballet. Even in extreme conditions, Neptune's rhythm maintains a harmony, an intrinsic order that is both fascinating and reassuring. Floating above its azure atmosphere, one perceives the day not merely as hours passing, but as a narrative of energy, wind, and light. Neptune teaches us that time can be intense, swift, and yet maintain an inherent balance. Its 16-hour day is a lesson in observing motion, appreciating patterns, and finding calm in speed. The planet reminds us that even at the edges of the solar system, rotation is a melody, a continuous song that invites reflection and awe. As we conclude, imagine drifting through the solar system, witnessing each planet turn on its axis, each world marking time in its own way. Some spin slowly, some fast, some backward, some tilted, some enveloped in storms, some in silent clouds. Reflect on the diversity of days, the rhythm of rotation, and the quiet pulse that moves through the cosmos. Time is both universal and relative, gentle and energetic, predictable and mysterious. And now, let us rest in this cosmic perspective, breathing slowly, imagining the dance of planets beneath distant suns, knowing that the universe has its own slow, deliberate rhythm, and we are part of it, drifting, observing, and feeling the gentle passage of time among the stars.